What is up, guys, and welcome to the third episode of the Naked Batman Show. And I am fighting a cold, so please forgive me. Okay, we're going to start off with Batman number 15, Death of the Family. Now, I think Batman has been the best title in the Death of the Family stuff, but, I mean, all the other ones are just kind of secondary. This has been really sick and twisted. Like, I don't know. Each issue just keeps getting better. So I'm really enjoying it. Definitely a lot. So I'm really eager to see how this works out because it's like, you can't kill the Joker. I mean, that would just ruin everything. I mean, it'd be cool if he was dead, but, because it would bring some kind of closure to Bruce but still it's like, if the Joker's dead, are they ever going to bring him back? I don't know. That's just kind of messed up. So it's very interesting to see how they're going to do this because honestly, all the thoughts playing out in my head, of possible endings, I don't see myself being 100% satisfied. But this is why I'm not writing this comic. So I give this one a 5 out of 5. If you haven't been reading Death of the Family, go get Batman 13 and 14 and 15 because it's very good. Now, Clint, who is going to be posting some videos, hopefully soon. He's been really busy lately, but he really recommended getting Batgirl. I'm not a Batgirl reader. I don't read anything Batgirl, but I picked this one up just because he said it was pretty important to the story, kind of, and it was really good. I was definitely surprised. I actually enjoyed it almost as much as I enjoyed Batman 15. The Joker is basically coercing Batgirl into marrying him, or he'll kill her mother, basically. But pretty good, pretty twisted, good take on the Joker. Not as good as Batman 15, which is completely sick in its portrayal of the Joker. Just something bad is going down at Arkham Asylum, and I'm really nervous and excited to find out what it is. But yeah, Batgirl, I give it a 4 out of 5 just because I'm not I wasn't crazy about some of the artwork, but, and I'm not a big Batgirl fan, but I really did like the story, so I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a worthy read. Now, let's see, I want to do this one. I'm just going to stick with all the Death of the Family ones right there together. Batman and Robin 15, Death of the Family. And this one, I honestly think was worth, it was worthy of the cover. It was a good story. Because basically Robin gets stuck watching the Batcave because Alfred has been kidnapped by Joker, and so he decides to go off on his own and find Alfred, but he ends up being caught in a trap by the Joker at the zoo, and it's just really twisted. It's just really messed up. I honestly have no earthly idea what's going on. Because it's like he's about to have to fight to the death with somebody who's dressed up like Batman. It's not Batman, but it's really weird. I don't know. But really interesting story because it's just it wasn't so much what was happening, it was what the Joker was doing while he was talking that was so messed up about it. Like he was playing with dead animals and it was just really weird. Like, I don't know. It was just really messed up. I give it a 5 out of 5 just because it's worthy of this messed up cover. I loved it. So I'm really eager to see what they're going to do with that too. All this Death of the Family stuff has been really amazing. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm going to wait and get to Amazing Spider-Man in a second. All new Xmen. I read number 2 and number 1, but I didn't get to review them because number 1, I read it a while back, and it's a little late. Since we already started these videos, it's already like a couple, maybe 2 or 3 weeks old by now, so there's plenty of reviews out there about it. And number 2, I read in a comic store, not the one here that I go to, but I didn't buy it because I had already ordered number 2 from my comic store, so I'm just waiting to get it. So, but I'm up to date, and I just wanted to go ahead and start in with my reviews of all new X-Men. Like I said, I haven't been that much of an X-Men reader. I think I mentioned that in the last show, but oh well, I don't know whether I did or not. I haven't been that much of an X-Men reader in the past, but I'm really enjoying the series. You know, I read some of Schism. I got it on order at the shop, and I read all the AVX stuff. Read all the um, read all the consequences. So I read some of the Regenesis stuff too. So I'm pretty well up to date. But it's just I hadn't really got into it because I didn't really find a good starting spot. But I feel like this is a pretty good starting spot. A really good story. At the end of this issue, that's when the X-Men from the past meet up with Scott and Magneto and them, and it's like something bad's about to go down. So really good read. Can't wait for number 4 to come out. I think it comes out next week. So yeah, get it. Start reading it. I give it a 5 out of 5. Really good. Now I really have. I wanted to do all 3 of these just because they're all kind of the same story. I really liked these 2. I wasn't so crazy about number 699.1 because I like Morbius, but I just thought it was kind of a. It kind of just threw a wrench in the in the whole scheme of the story by telling basically a Morbius origin story in the middle of what is the end of Amazing Spider-Man. So that just kind of was poorly done, I think. Good story, but they should have done it like 20 issues back. Something like that. But good story. I give it a 3 out of 5 just because of its really poor placing. But I really like this idea. And once we start getting subscribers, I'd really like people to talk about this because 700 comes out in like 2 weeks, I think. I'm really curious because if you're reading this, Doc Ock is about to die. But he found a way to use this technology on Peter Parker to switch bodies with him. So now Dr. Octopus is in control of Peter Parker's body, and Peter Parker is stuck in Doc Ock's body, and Doc Ock is going to die in like a matter of hours. I know that 700 is going to be the last issue. What I'm afraid of is that Peter Parker's going to, and this is just maybe an irrational fear, but I'm afraid Peter Parker's going to die in Doc Ock's body. And then Doc Ock is going to go on to become this new superior Spider-Man that they've been talking about. That's going to be the new number 1 in January. So I'm really kind of afraid of that. But in the same sense, I'm really stoked for it. But I really wouldn't think that they would just get rid of Peter Parker like that. That would be really stupid and messed up. But I'm just really eager to see what number 700 brings. So, but that's just a fear of mine. I hope I didn't ruin anybody's Amazing Spider-Man, story, just by injecting my somewhat irrational fear. I mean, maybe that is what they're doing. I don't know, but it's just one of the things that came to my mind. I mean, like, this seems like the story that would take at least two more issues, to kind of resolve itself. Usually, that's kind of how it goes. It seems like. But if 700 is the last issue, then who knows? We might be stuck with Doc Ock. In Spider-Man's body, I don't know. So, leave your thoughts, talk about it. I give it a 5 out of 5 though, the story. I gave this one 3 out of 5, but the overall idea, these other 2 issues, I give them a 5 out of 5 because it's just a really cool idea. And, that's about all I got, but I told you I was going to tell you what I thought about Shadowland. I know they're older, about 2 years old. But I really enjoyed it. Really good story. Pick it up. Pick up all the issues that you can. The main ones I got Daredevil 508 through 512, Shadowland 1 through 5, After the Fall one shot, and then I went back and picked up the Bullseye one shot. It was about Bullseye's funeral. Really good. Really messed up Daredevil story. I mean, he was really, just off his rocker. So, definitely a good read, though. Very good. And a lot of good issues, just single issues in there that just stood out to me. It wasn't just one good story, it was a lot of good issues. So, definitely pick that up. Shadowland. Very good. So, this has been Blake, your host, and this has been the Naked Batman Show. See you later.